Hello there, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
I'm John Humphrey.
Hope you guys had a good Memorial Day over in India and UK. The States, I hope it was boring for you. We're going to watch the latest trailer for Annabelle Comes Home. I'm excited. For the most part, I suppose. Before we go into that, I want to thank everyone who's downloaded and followed us on the Stardust app. Over there, we do 30-second reaction reviews for films, TV shows, and/or trailers. You've heard us mention this shit countless times. There's a reason why, because we're shitting all over that app every single day. It's free to download, and who likes free shit? This guy likes free shit. Hopefully, I don't get so much yellow dollar bill signs, all the shit mentions.
What's this?
Ed and Lorraine.
You folks need to turn around. Pretty bad accident up ahead.
Anything we can do?
You a doctor or something?
Or something.
Nice doll.
That's what you think. Did it work?
The evil is contained.
How did you not tell me you're babysitting for the Warrens tonight?
Nah, we'll be back early tomorrow morning.
Have fun. Don't your parents keep any creepy stuff around?
We keep it all locked away in a room. It's not good for anyone to go in there.
Goes in right away.
It says that everything in there is either
Horror movie.
haunted, cursed, or used in some ritualistic practice.
What's that?
The ferryman. They put coins over the eyes of the dead so you could take their souls.
That's gonna come in
What
handy.
about the doll that's in there?
Annabelle, she's in a case for a reason.
Ooh, it moved. It's the coins from the eyes.
No.
Annabelle is the beacon for other spirits.
Mrs. Warren?
Mom?
Is everything okay? Something is happening inside your house and we're not really sure what to do.
Can I speak to Annabelle?
Ah.
You need to give her a soul, dear. She wants us.
That ending part gave me some nipple chills. The Curse of La Llorona.
Yeah, this is all the same world, you know, eventually.
It's going to be hard to attend this movie that week. I have jury duty.
Oh,
that week.
hey,
Yeah.
fun.
Let's talk about that.
Well,
Let's
you
talk
know,
about jury duty.
If you get chosen, you know, you might not.
I'm probably going to get chosen. I try to get selected to be on the jury for these
I love
things.
doing my
Yeah.
civic duty. Nothing gives me a greater sense of purpose.
What exactly is making this not Conjuring 3 and Annabelle 3? Like, it seems like this could also work if this was Conjuring 3, subtitle Annabelle Comes Home.
Yeah,
Or is it?
it definitely seems like the convergence of two corners of this franchise for sure. It's just like Ed and Lorraine are like they literally are the parents who are out while somebody's babysitting. They're just here over the phone or something.
And is this like an in-between? I'm not gonna lie, I am not the guy who revisits the Conjuring franchise. I watch them all once and I kind of move on.
Honestly,
because I thought they already put Annabelle in the case in the first movie. And I know there were some shenanigans that went down, and they had a little tease at the end, closing up on her face, but she didn't come back to play in part 2 of The Conjuring. So is this like an in-between Conjurings? Is this in that little time gap when they brought Annabelle home and some shit went down that we didn't know about? But isn't the daughter a little older now?
I feel like this is the franchise going off-road, and I don't know if this pertains to any purportedly true period of their history. And from what I've been told, the approach they're taking with this movie, which, you know, it comes across in this trailer, is they're going for Night at the Museum meets The Conjuring, where it's like everything in their room of haunted and cursed objects is going to come into play at some point.
That's
and
why
so,
it feels more like a Conjuring 3 to me, with
Yeah.
subtitle Annabelle comes
Yeah,
home.
totally. And the thing is, to me, I mean, you know, the Conjuring movies, at least the first two or the main two flagship films, have at least the conceit of being based on something kind of real, whereas this does not give me that sense at all,
Yeah.
given the premise.
It's
So
a Conjuring trailer. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
they got some throwback music, and then they let a scene sort of play out.
Sort of, although in this trailer it definitely felt cut down, whereas like if you go back and look at the clap game from the first Conjuring trailer, like that seemed to breathe a little bit, you know?
Well, I mean, I heard La Llorona does the same thing, and with their
that,
trailer did it,
yeah.
and I heard that's connected to the Conjuring verse, actually.
Yeah.
And you know that one moment with the setup of the coin eyes, and then that comes into play. I didn't actually see that specific jump scare coming the way it occurred. I thought it was neatly done. I like the funhouse element and the spookiness of the designs looks very appealing to me. The cinematography looks cool. All the technical stuff looks really well executed. This does look like the most generic of the horror of that you can imagine with this franchise. You know, it's whereas, and I don't know, for all I know, this could surprise me because of the writer who's helming this, who worked on the previous Conjuring films, and I forget the specific ones he worked on, but
I think he's written most of them.
yeah, and I think he did one of the Annabelle ones too. And so I imagine he'd want to bring a different flavor and perhaps have even kind of a cool twist ending to this, which is something I always look forward to, is their unique hooks at the end, their unique twists, especially with their spin-off movies. I thought The Nun had a cool tie-in at the end. I thought Annabelle Creation had a cool tie-in at the end, and I imagine there's going to be another really cool one. I wonder if the decision to bring in Ed and Lorraine Warren was purely storytelling standpoint, or was it the fact that I think Creation did well, but not as well as the first Annabelle movie?
Probably.
Even though it got better
yeah.
reception overall from audiences and critics.
This is one of those big maybes for me, where the Conjuring franchise is one that I generally like, although it has become a very hit or miss thing for me, and I've sort of come to only trust the ones that are called The Conjuring, and the rest are sort of like, it could be good. And this is one of those things where I feel like we are at a saturation for this type of movie and this type of trailer. So there are moments that I'm just like, okay, yeah, we're going to do a prolonged scare moment. Where's the jump coming from? Which of the items are they going to cleverly play upon? And so I hope this movie finds a way to maintain a freshness. I do like that the tone, to me, comes across as though I associate the Conjuring films with being a bit more... they're still wild, but more subdued than like an Insidious, whereas this feels like it is bringing in some of that craziness from an Insidious type movie, which is kind of exciting to me. Gary Dauberman, I'm interested to see what he does behind the camera, because I really like some of the movies he's written for this franchise. I feel like some of them are really, really underwritten. So I feel like he's got the chops, and he also wrote It. So I feel like he knows his horror pretty well, and these days he's certainly getting a lot of work in it. So I'm excited to see what he does.
I mean, this still
behind the
looks like a
camera.
lot of dumb teen girl decisions.
does.
I mean, the first
Yeah.
trailer, we laughed at one moment that she has when she says, "I touched everything."
Everything.
And then we saw it in the theaters before we watched Pet Sematary, and everyone in the theater laughed.
It was not a good trailer.
And then here, the way they cut it, we shouldn't go in there literally next second.
Immediately go in there, yeah.
Let me go, So,
yeah, if they go with like a fun, tongue-in-cheek, almost like some kind of fun, smiling behind the camera tone, maybe that could work, But yeah, right now there have been these like weird, unintentionally silly aspects to these trailers that I'm not super psyched about.
Well, guys, are you excited for Annabelle Comes Home? I bet you are. Keep throwing Warner Brothers your money. Just get your Warner Brothers money. Before we wrap this video up, I want to give a Patron of the Day shout out to a man named Daniel Gallagher. Daniel, my friend, you got to give me more info to work off of. I'm running out of nuance for your shout outs. I keep pointing out you're Scottish. I keep pointing out your whole pharmacy background. And then I talked about your Twitter and had people, you know, shout you out over there. But dude, I am running low on unique things about your personal life to tap into. Can you give me some list of like your traumatic backgrounds? Did you have a drug addiction? Did you go to jail for anything? Have you been fired for anything for any purpose? Have you cheated on anyone? I need some real nitty gritty stuff. That would really be helpful for your next shout out. So this shout out is meant to inspire you to give me more information. Thanks, dude. All right, guys. Well, you can subscribe to the Reject Nation. If you like this video, hit the like button. And, you know, who do you want to see Annabelle crossover with? Bye.